Okay. So, we are driving on these narrow streets with a massive car.
So here we go, on our way up to see the snow monkeys. Although our host at the hotel said there was only 2 yesterday, so we'll see if there's any here today.
Snow monkeys were fun.
What was the name of that park?
It's called Jigokudani Yankuen. It's right by the mountains, so the monkeys come down, especially in the winter. Cold as it is, more monkeys you will see. When we went, it wasn't too cold, so they have like a calendar and a screen at the bottom before you have to hike, because you have to hike for about 20 minutes to get up there. And at the bottom where you start, they have a screen where it says monkeys here or no monkeys seen, or people are looking for monkeys.
No monkey, no monkey, no monkey, no monkey. 1 monkey, 2 monkeys, no monkey, no monkey.
So the whole calendar was no monkey, no monkey. But we're like, well, let's just hike and see, because it was pretty. It was a good weather. They had an onsen there or something else. The building at the bottom, like.
Yeah, there was another Ryokan at the bottom.
Yeah. So we hiked there. We have to pay to get in, and the guy was like, "I'm sorry, we don't have the monkeys so far. We're looking still for them, but here's they give us like stickers with monkeys, just like here's a little."
Sorry, missed you type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little consolation prize.
Yeah. So we get down there. There's like two hot springs and the mountain up there, and then you see a bunch of people, but people knew, there's not gonna be monkeys, and then all of a sudden you see the whole group moving left, right, and everybody's looking up. And then Justin's like, oh, look, it's right there. And you see one monkey. At first, he was just sitting there in the tree, relaxing. And then finally...
Yeah, you could barely see him with your eye.
Finally starts coming down. So he came down, just one monkey. He was the star of the show. So everybody was following the monkey because he went around underneath the bridge, then to the spring, hot spring. And everybody's like, boop, boop, a group of people following him. He stood there. He's so chill, like no stress at all. He didn't get into the water. It wasn't too cold, I guess, for them. So, and then he walked around a little bit, and then he started going underneath and went back up.
Yeah.
But we saw one monkey.
Saw one
Normally,
monkey.
it can be more there.
Yeah, that was fun. And so we stopped at a little cafe, started eating lunch, and our next place, we had train tickets I already bought for a certain time, and we had to be there at the train station like 15 minutes early to secure our seat, make sure everything's fine. And the ticket I had bought was at 3:30? No, yeah, I think it was 3:30? Or was that the mistake I made? Because I made a mistake. Tell me, Helen.
We almost missed our train.
But did we? Where are we right now?
On the train.
It's leaving. Here we go. Here's an adventure ready to happen. A few things. I thought we were leaving at 3:30 for our train. The train is actually supposed to leave at
2:33.
Yeah, 2:33. So.
Which I didn't know the time. I didn't check. I thought I should have double checked. We were eating lunch and we're almost done. And I asked Justin, are you sure? Are you sure we're leaving at 2:30?
She actually, yeah, so she caught it. And I double checked. And, well, yeah, it was at 2:30 instead of 3:30 like I thought.
We have to be on this train for an hour, so it's probably going to be cold. Let's see. And it's raining a little bit.
Oh, yeah, the weather's great right now. It's just pouring down rain, and we're in an open train car. And then once we get to the place where we need to go, the stop we need to get off at, it's a 20-minute hike to get to the Ryokan that we are staying at. But
it's very pretty here.
This place is beautiful, and I think it's worth it.
The fall in Japan. In November, it's a good time to go. The colors are amazing, beautiful. It was a little bit of rain, not too much rain actually. We hit the first couple days was raining, but then kind of stopped.
Yeah. So the train ride was awesome though.
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
It was
so beautiful. It was a little cold, so pretty, like outstandingly beautiful. The place we were staying at that night was only accessible by a train in a place called Kurobe Gorge. So you have to leave your car or whatever form of transportation behind, and you have to bring everything you need that night with you. Point of the trip was to go up on this train ride. You go to the end and you come back, and it stops. You get off of the train leaves, you cross over the tracks, and you hike through the mountains, through a mountain trail, about 25 minutes or so. It wasn't quite half an hour.
Not an easy hike. A lot of, in the beginning, a lot of steep
yeah, you climb really quickly.
Yeah, and then it flattens out a little bit, and then you go down.
Yeah.
So, but it was raining, and there were signs there was gonna be bears and snakes. So I'm like,
yeah, the bears don't want to be out there. The bears don't have umbrellas. They're gonna be hiding. They're gonna find a cave or something.
And then Justin here is trying to film, and I'm like freaking out that where are we? Like, are we even gonna get there? He was adventurous.
Yeah.
So the place we stayed at, it was fun just to be there. But at the sleeping, it's a little bit smaller.
The room was much smaller.
It wasn't that comfortable.
It had a lot more rooms, and so that means the rooms were actually much smaller. So this is our little room here at the other onsen. It's very, very small. This is it. No closet. All you have is a few little shelves right there. A little heater, trash can. Of course, a little table, and that's basically it. That's all the room we have. And for sleeping arrangements, you roll out your futons here, and that's where that's gonna go. The place we stayed at, though, was outstandingly beautiful. Like, it would have been nice to be there for 2 nights to really enjoy it and just to chill out. And so once again, that's another Ryokan. So they had baths, and they had outdoor baths as well. And one of the outdoor baths was a mixed bath where they allowed you to wear a swimsuit and or a towel, but no like underwear, no full-on clothes or something.
Yeah, so I actually used the bath in the evening. We went together. It was like around 11, 10:30, 11. Nobody was there.
Yeah, we did the same thing I did at the previous night. Is we checked, looked in, changing room, no one's here.
Yeah.
This is great. And so, and the water is so hot.
Yeah, you can't sit in.
You can't sit up for too long anyway, so you're kind of in and out. Like, I couldn't stand it for more than 5 minutes, really, realistically. Like, I would sit in there for 5 minutes, I would get out, cool off a little bit, and get back in. It was, but it felt amazing.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I see why people like it here.
Yeah, yeah, you just feel completely relaxed. It's amazing. That place was called Kurobe Gorge.
But the food, I think it was better. Even in general, the place, I think I prefer the Ryokan more. We did have tables though to sit instead of
we didn't have to be sitting on the floor. I did appreciate that.
Yeah. So then we had to hike back up. The next morning we checked out, paid everything after breakfast, after going to the public bath.
Had to hike all the way back to the train. Don't trip. Don't trip, Hoosty. It's a long ways down.
Yeah, so we had to wait like for 15 minutes or half an hour just because the train already passed, so we had to go all the way to the end and come back and pick us up. Got to our station. Oh, there's a little, at the station where you get off, there's a little like shopping place. You can get little sweets and like little souvenirs with the train or the Kurobe Gorge, whatever you want. So we got a couple things, and then we went to the car. We got in and we started driving towards Kanazawa.
This is Kurobe Gorge. We are here. But should we have come?
Yep.
Yes, yes, and you should too. It's great. So we stopped in a little town called Ozu, Japan, on our way there. We wanted to get something maybe sweet. We wanted to get some lunch. Yeah.
So we got sushi there, and then Justin's like, I'm gonna take you to this place. So we wanted to get crepes.
Yeah, I wanted some desserts. I wanted some crepes, and there was a place called Baobab Cafe. And I was able to film there as a lady, and so she was able to make these amazing crepes. She had a bunch of stuff on the menu, everything from like more Japanese style to even like American style. They had like Oreos in them, strawberries, banana, Nutella. We got some like big ones. And I think we got coffee too. Did we get coffee?
Yes,
yeah, so we got some coffee. So that was a lot of fun, and so that kind of fueled us for our journey. Kanazawa is our next step. Kanazawa is a smaller city in Japan. Actually, it's still a pretty big city. Really, it is.
I
It's
mean,
pretty big.
we did like rural areas, and then we started doing cities. So Kanazawa was our first
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, it was our first real city aside from our first night in Tokyo.
I think
Kanazawa
that's
is,
our favorite.
yeah, it's known for its fish. It's right by the bay, like a lot of cities in Japan are, and gold. So if you've ever seen videos on Instagram or TikTok, social media, where people have their ice cream and they're covering it with like a sheet of gold, a lot of times that's from Kanazawa.
Like one of my videos. Well, probably.
Like one of her videos, yeah. Well, like here. So we had a little bit of sunlight on our first night there. We decided to go to, was that the park?
Yes, so the
first night
park,
we got there?
we did go.
So Kanazawa Castle Park is where we went. Ryokan.
Kenroku-en,
Yeah,
yes.
Ryokan.
So what they did when we went there, once a year or twice a year, they do these light shows at the garden. It starts at a specific time. The gates are closed until they open it. So when you go in, they light up pretty much not everything. There's only a specific area of the garden, but the trees and plants, whatever they have there, mostly the trees, they light them up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little display, like a light display.
Yeah.
And so they artistically will show off some different plants and sections of the garden that are lit up in special ways. So we actually didn't really go there during the day, so we only saw it at night. So I couldn't really give you the comparison difference. I kind of wish we went during the day because the line to get to the gate was like a mad rush. It was like packed with people. We hadn't seen this many people yet in Japan. Like it was just,
I was a little
and even
overwhelming.
after, like that was like the most crowded thing that we did, was getting into this park in the middle of Kanazawa, which I thought was going to be a lot calmer because it's like, oh, it's a smaller city, it's not as touristy, but it's a really popular amongst the locals. So another thing is it's free. The park normally has a fee to get in. The locals like it because it's free and it's not something that is usually available to the public because the park usually closes at sundown. So this is kind of special. They had people like directing where to go, and you're shoulder to shoulder with people trying to get through. And so for about the first 45 minutes, almost an hour, we're like bumping into people trying to get pictures and
Just be
it's
prepared
dark.
because if it's during the event, it's gonna be busy. It was a bit overwhelming.
It was very overwhelming.
There was no way to get around either. You have to follow the crowd.
It would have been better if we had gotten there about half an hour to an hour later.
Or I think there's another way in.
There's other entrances. We were at the main entrance and I didn't know.
No, that's okay.
It was our first time.
It's just if you go through the main entrance, be prepared. It's gonna be pretty packed, and you're stuck pretty much there until it kind of fades away, the crowd and everything.
It was beautiful.
I mean,
it was
the
very
park
cool.
is over a few hundred years old.
It's one of the oldest parks in Japan.
Yeah, like the lights you can
Gardens.
see, they're pretty, and the way they set up their trees.
Yeah,
sort
they
of
have like little plateau levels, and so they put up like a wooden pole and
Yeah.
tie ropes down to individual branches.
And then the castle you have to go with. We went to the castle the next day because
Well, no, we walked through the castle that same night.
we did, but
a
then we
little
went
bit.
again during the day.
Yeah, we went again. We did go to the castle during the day. Was that the next day? Was
I
that our
think
second
so.
day in
Yeah,
Kanazawa?
yeah, yeah. I think next day.
That was in the evening. We went, but in the morning we went to the Higashi Chaya district.
The streets are like traditional, old-fashioned. Like you walk through this. That will be the place to wear kimono and walk around for pictures.
Yeah.
It's
the
like
Higashi
the houses,
Chaya district in Kanazawa. It was the old geisha district. We got to go into some of the houses that were set up back then. That was really cool. One of them was like totally open. You could actually take your shoes off and walk around in there. We did. There was one available for free. You can go into. You walk through, and just kind of they encourage you to rest and relax. And we had that one lady. She made us the origami. That was really cool.
Bird,
A little, and it actually moves. And then we actually did like a historical building where you had to pay to get in and walk around. And I was not built for Japan because the ceilings were so low, the doorways were so low. I had to always watch my head. The stairways, not ADA compliant at all. You're not getting a wheelchair in some of these places. So that is a thing. But these were built, 1,000 years ago in some cases.
But a lot of Japanese older people will go up. Like I'm like, yeah. I mean, obviously they're more fit than we are, but that was good. We went to this place where we had the ice cream, the desserts with the gold leaf on top. They had a section with small section with the gold floor.
They had it was a suspending glass. It was a glass suspension bridge inside of a building, and the floor was glass with gold leaf embedded in it.
Pretty cool.
So you're walking on gold,
Yeah.
which is kind of neat. And I felt like I was too big for it, like a lot of things in Japan.
And then they had a couple stores, lots of cosmetic stores, so a lot of lotions and stuff. So I bought a lotion it had a little bit of even gold in it too. They say like it was a thing there.
Yeah, it's known for its gold. Yeah. So the gold leaf is specifically in Kanazawa, and they had a few places to do some sake tasting. So we did a little bit of sake tasting. Very cool district. Tons of shops to see. They had like places for sweets. They had places for souvenirs. They had places for like sake tasting. They had restaurants and cafes. Places where you can do like traditional tea ceremonies. We didn't get to do one of those there.
Yeah.
We went to go and get food at a place that served like miso soup, but like the line was pretty big.
Yeah.
Like you had to sign up and like they were calling us in and it was taking way too long. So we look over and there's like a mom and pop ramen shop. That rhymed.
Yeah.
There was this mom and pop ramen place. You can kind of tell it has like the curtain with the symbols on it, and like a little sliding glass door. We open it. There was like an older lady in there trying to like help us, and they like told us to put our bags down. You could not fit more than
It was us, another
6
couple,
or 7 people
6
in there.
people,
Yeah.
6 people.
Yeah. And so, and you're just like crammed
It was
in
tight,
there,
yeah.
very tight. For dinner, we went to a special restaurant. I took you to.
Yeah. That
So
was...
this place is called Barrier. It was a short walk away from our hotel. On our way there, I got to see something that was kind of special, something rare. A small creature running along the ground. I thought it was like a cat or a rat.
Oh, lands.
It was a weasel.
You can't run away from us, Vance.
Yeah, apparently they're very rare in Japan.
Some people didn't even know, like, what? What are you talking about?
I actually asked the server if he'd ever seen one, and he said no. And he lives in Japan. He lives there. And we just happened to see one.
Before getting to the restaurant, though, we went to a bar. And it was kind of in the basement, in this basement shopping area, whatever that thing was. And
It was like almost like an apartment building.
yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
it was good. She was good. She was very sweet. Different drinks. Every bar we would go to, it was different from each other, from each bar, you know. And then after that, we went to the place, to the Barrier for dinner, which was a little bit late. My meal was mostly the seafood, which I didn't mind, but the last part was fish. And here's a picture we'll show you. They had the head right there on the ball with the fish. And I'm like, I had to stare at the head and the eyes to eat the fish. So don't want to stare at it all the time.
It was a little awkward.
Awkward.
Yeah. This particular restaurant, they're known for their fish broth, the dashi. They serve the ingredients in a bowl, all your like more physical ingredients, your vegetables, your mushrooms, any meat and fish and whatnot. It's put into a bowl. And they give you the dashi separately, and then you're supposed to pour it on top and adjust however much you want. They give you a few extra like sauces you could add to kind of adjust the flavor if you want, like something that was spicy, sour, and like umami flavor, I think was the 3 they gave you, right?
Yeah, something like
And the way it works is you choose a course. So I chose one that had more like meat, and then I gave her that had a little bit more fish. I didn't realize they were gonna give her an entire fish head in a bowl. That was a little awkward.
And it was pretty filling.
Oh, we were totally stuffed to the gills. Like
I
we couldn't eat
barely,
anymore.
like, the last thing was like ramen and dessert, and I really wanted to try the ramen, but I was just so full.
Yeah.
The dessert was good. Oh, the fun thing I didn't realize until the end, but the way they put, you know, the chopstick rests, you know, everywhere in Japan. And after we were done, I think he was serving the dessert, the server, and he's like, "Oh, that's a cookie." Candy.
Candy,
That's a candy.
yeah. The actual chopstick rest was a candy.
So that was cool.
I had to take a break at that restaurant. I had to stand up.
Poor feet.
Yeah.
Legs.
So that was a little rough, but it was nice. It was really good. And that was our time in Kanazawa. On our way out of Kanazawa, well, that was our gateway to Kyoto.
Getting gas.
Selfie? You want to do a selfie here? It's raining a lot.
Oh boy, save me.
Can we fight or no?